Hi, it's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I thought I'd bring you another spread in my Venice 2017 Traveller's Notebook. So I have one of the notebooks from the Stamp Spot that has a pocket. So I've just been messing about with what I thought I'd do on here. I'm going to see how this doing it real time sort of works. But what I've done is I have got the Citrus Twist November kit, and that's what I've pulled quite a few of these bits from. I have also pulled one piece from the Citrus Twist September kit as well. But my thought is that I'm going to have these two photos, but I'm actually going to stick them to the pocket. So as you turn them over, they will be in a different position. And I want to include some memorabilia, so I do have, when I find where I've put the other one, I do have our sort of plane seat passes from our flight to Venice, and I sort of want to include those just because they've got the date, the flight number, where we sat, etc. But I don't particularly want them on show. I've found that it's not aesthetically pleasing, should we say. So what I thought I'd do is create some sort of little mini pocket or little flap under here. So the idea is that I will have this and then the relax, and primarily this will be the picture that will be stuck on the plastic pocket, so we'll show here. So that's sort of how I've worked. And I figured I'd have that little tab and this, which I may or may not put some journaling on, and then a little strip, and that's mainly to balance out the black. So that's my thought of how that page will go, though of course the picture will move. And then on the other side I've taken inspiration, because I'm still working through the challenges from the National Scrapbooking Day or International Scrapbooking Day, and I'm currently working on ones from Citrus Twist, and in with that I've sort of pulled up a 12 by 12 layout, and this is from Vera on the Citrus Twist design team, and she sort of laid up a few little tags and used some 3 by 4 cards, and I've sort of gone from there and sort of, it's gone all over the show. But my idea is that this will sort of be my other facing page, and then once I've got it positioned, the picture will sort of go there. So I may have to move a few of the tags depending on how it sits on the pocket, but that's sort of my idea for the opposite page. So let's see how well we can get this to work out. So first off, what I think I'll do is I think I'll work on this page, which is a little bit, well, I say it's a little bit easier. I've got no idea if it will be, but I'm going to stick down this sort of centered, and then keep bringing back in my picture even though it's not getting stuck, to make sure that I like the way that sits. Now I may put a little staple on this, but for now, if I can get my adhesive to play the game while I'm on camera, I'm just going to stick that down at the top, and then rejig my adhesive because it's deciding to play up with me. So let's take all that out. I've actually snapped it a bit further around than I wanted, but let's just pull that back around. Right, attempt number 2, and then I'm going to stick this bit, and this will sort of hang off a little bit. I think that's how I had it. Yeah, so it's a bit like that, and that will again sort of go back on the page a little bit higher up, because I want this picture to be a little bit higher up. So let's stick down my word relax, and then I can nestle it in underneath that. to make sure my little dot adhesive isn't leaving any little blue bits. So we've got relax, and then I thought I would use a little bit of washi. Now I did try and see if I could find any washi that would work on the front. However, I wasn't liking the way it was looking. So what I think I'm going to do is just, and I've put it on the wrong side, I'm just going to do it on half and then just fold it over on itself. So if I can get this to stick. And as I say, I just thought I'd make it fold and see if I can get it to stick down that way. So about there. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. But we've got a little flap. So that's how I'm thinking that page is going to look, and then that will stick on the top. Now I'm already having a look here, and I'm thinking I want the photo there, which means I might just move up this little together tab just a little bit, because of course I can't overlap it on the photo, but I can make that work. So to stick this down, I am just going to pin down my page just so that it doesn't go on a wander, because these sprocket pictures are adhesive, and this is primarily what I'm planning on using in this album, though we'll see how it goes. And now I can't get the back off. It's because I'm on camera. So let's nestle this in over the white part, and then if I want to write on it, it won't show when the photo's there. So there we go. That's in effect nearly one side done. And now what I want to do is, before I start sticking the tags, is I do want to stick the other picture down. Now this side does not bend anywhere near as well as the first side, but let's get that pinned down. And again, because I'm on camera, there we go. So now this is the bit where it really needs to line up. And I think I've done it. Pretty much. I'm actually wondering whether it's a little bit off at the bottom, but I'm going to deal with it. So now I can have a look at my placement of these tags, because I really want that Hello Weekend to sort of sit in the bottom, but I want to be able to see the other tags really. So do I cover up most of that tag, or do I actually try and make that one be seen? This one definitely needs to move over a little bit, because I want it on the paper, and it needs to move up a little bit so you can just see the top part. There we go. So I think that's the sort of look that I'm wanting. So let's start sticking these down. Now again, I am using my Hermafix adhesive, so if it is not in the right place, I can always lift it up. I may or may not put some string in some of these tags. And what I'm trying to do there is sort of line up where that starts becoming a corner up the top. I am then going to leave a bit of a gap, and then we'll pop this bottom one on. Now a couple of these are cut aparts, which is why you'll find they have no holes and they have stamping impressions on the back. So when that sort of pulls over, I'm in roughly the right place. I wanted it sort of lined up here, and I wanted to be able to see a little bit of this tag. And then I've got a label that says Hello Weekend. This also echoes the purple, and it also echoes the purple that I do have on my pants. And then we'll move that up around there, so it should just sit underneath the photo. And it does. So we've got Relax, we've got Together, ready for me to pop in just the boarding passes that we took. And then I did have a couple of other little bits that I was thinking of. See, I may, again, you sort of can't see that when the photo's over. Oh, actually you can see part of it, but you can definitely see it when it's that way. I think I like that there. Even though you can only see part of it when the photo's there, I do like the fact that that breaks up that little corner element. Yes. And I think I'm going to pop some string into there and get my boarding passes in, and I'll come back and give you an overview once I've done those fiddly little bits. Hi, so I've popped in some twine. This is just some normal, what is it? So this is just some DMC Petra. Just picked this up in Hobbycraft, and I find it's perfect for popping on tags. So I've just popped those on. I'm probably just going to let them sort of trail about. Normally, quite often I do staple things like this, but I don't really want to do it, of course, in a traveller's notebook because it will go through to the first page. So that's all I've done on this side, and then I've got my photo. Now, I did have a little bit of a mess with realigning, but I think a lot of this is because the pocket moves. So I've got the second picture on the other side, and then I have just wrote a little bit of journaling about the fact that we were up very early to start our weekend away, and that we were up even before Caris was back from a night out. How bad's that? And then inside I've just popped the little flight details. So these just came off our boarding passes. They were just the edge. It's just quite nice that it shows the dates, the sort of times we went and where we sat. So that's that, and I think the last thing I am going to do is I think I am going to pop a little mini staple on this little tab. This always helps with things like keeping this together, and of course I've run out of staples because isn't that just the way it goes. So for those people who don't know how to put staples in one of these, you just pull the arm over and drop your staples in. Normally it goes swimmingly, and then you just wrap the arm back around itself, and then you're ready to go. So let's try attempt number 2. There we go. And just pop a little staple in there. Because that's only going onto the back of something I've already got, I don't mind. And that is my first sort of double page spread in our Venice album. So thanks for joining me. I'm really enjoying doing this actually. So I'm hoping to get some more of this done, get some more memorabilia in albums. But if you want to see more, please hit subscribe, and if you've liked this video, as always, please hit the like button. It allows more people to see them. Speak to you all again soon.